Good morning, good afternoon, good evening around the world. My name is Doug Brunke. I'm the founder and CEO of Global Chamber. You've reached the monthly Global Chamber Africa Cross Metro Meetup, where we get together once a month just to make sure that we've got all of the different countries covered as much as possible. We have individual regions having conversations throughout the month, but we like to have a Pan-Africa event so that we can come together and have a place to share what's going on. Uh, Also for members to come in where they have needs or whether there's some things to communicate. One of the first things I'd like to start out with is, and I see Nima is in the call, and we're going to get to Nima probably next to talk about our event in Tanzania coming up in July and the latest with that. But I'd like to start with a visitor to Africa, Marleen Smekens, who is the head of Enex, which Enex is, I think now I should remember because you pronounced it Enex the last time, and I've been pronouncing it wrong. So correct me as you move forward. But it's a fascinating network. Over 50 locations, 50 organizations are part of it. It's executive recruiting expertise that they have in 50 plus countries. And they're building out, I think I read something today, Marleen, that it was going to be 70 or 90 is your goal. So I'm very excited for many reasons that you've joined as a group and that many of the individual companies have also joined Global Chamber separately. I'm particularly excited because I had the chance last year, almost 1 year ago, to visit the annual event in San Diego, California, where the companies from around the world came in and met and got to know each other and continued to build the rapport and the connectivity between all of these different individual executive search firms led in San Diego by Gabriel at GoSecco. He was a member of the original member of the group. He's being happy with Global Chamber, got me to speak at the event. And then I met Marleen visiting from Brussels or visiting from Belgium outside Brussels. And we got to develop some opportunities, including what I mentioned, which is Enex joining and also some of the other member companies joining. That was a year ago. And now, a year later, the meeting is not in San Diego, it's in Cape Town, South Africa. And Marleen mentioned that among all of the different folks going, she, of course, will be going as the head of the Enex group, and it's her first visit to Africa. So, Marleen, would you please share a little bit more about Enex and then your own company, Menterprise, and a little bit about what's coming up in South Africa?
Super. Thank you, though. I think I'm going to ask you to join Enex because you are the PR man. You have already introduced Enex in a very nice and sympathetic and clear way. Indeed, Enex is an organization already for more than 40 years now. And it's an association, to be more clear, association of partners, all of them, like Doe just explained, boutique firms active on a very high level of executive search all around the globe. So in more than 50 countries, we are with about, let's say, 700 colleagues for the moment, all over the place to take up assignments on executive search. This means, for instance, I'm in Belgium. We have our firm in Belgium, executive search firm in Belgium. For instance, a Belgian organization wants to start up or wants to grow in another country and they need a plant manager, an operational director, a CEO, a CFO, somebody for the board, then I get into contact, because it's a Belgian company, Belgian client. I get into contact with the colleague, for instance, in San Diego, to keep the example with Gabriel Gonzalez in San Diego. And then we have these intake meetings, of course, and then it's Gabriel who will start up in the region of California, San Diego, or in Mexico, wherever the need is in that area, to search for the right plant manager, plant director, or CEO, or whatever. So it's a concrete example. We've worked together already with a colleague in South Korea, but Czech Republic, in African countries, of course, also. And coming back, because all of you being active in the African region, a very large continent on our globe, we have with Enex, we have a couple of partners in Africa, in Namibia, in Morocco, next to Africa in Dubai, in Nigeria, and let's say perhaps the most important partner for Enex in Africa is in South Africa, in the region of Johannesburg and Cape Town, and that's our colleague Karen Darley of Enshine. She's doing a very great job. Talking about South Africa, indeed, this year we have our global annual meeting with Enex in Cape Town. We arrived there with the Enex colleagues by the end of April. And we have a couple of interesting days for ourselves, partners, but also we have organized a business day to meet business people in the out of the large region of South Africa and Cape Town. So there's an invitation for that we can send to you. If you're not able to join at the location itself, you can follow at a distance, because we have also the facility to broadcast our keynote speakers and our panel discussions, panel debates on April the 29th. So please let me know. Let's connect via LinkedIn, and then we can continue. So what's the purpose for that? That's getting to know the partners better, getting to know South Africa, the country of our South African partner, better, and getting to know a lot of business people better, their needs, to talk about their needs and what they need on management level, what they need for to grow their own organization in the region or abroad. That's always possible. So that's more or less it. Located indeed in Belgium. Our Belgian company is Menterprise, executive search in Belgium. And also there we have a website, and you can find a lot of information on our website. So that's what we do. We are the trusted advisor for the high level, the C-level, and also the experts in organizations, to find them, to search for them, to guide them into the new position, to take care of the onboarding if necessary, so that the hiring is a complete success for all of us. That's about it, I think. Any questions, please put them in the chat. Thank you, though, for having this opportunity.
Thank you. What is the arrangement for any members of Global Chamber or to attend or to participate? You mentioned about the virtual event, so we have that one on our calendar, so you can attend. Anyone can attend that. Are there some opportunities during the meeting for people to attend as well?
Yes, so we have the meeting room in Cape Town. And business people interested, they can send in their application, so to say, to join. We will put them on the list, and we will confirm their attendance afterwards.
Wonderful.
It's possible. Yeah. For April the 29th. So we have a session in the morning. I think around 10 o'clock in the morning, local time, Cape Town time. And we have a session in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. So both sessions are live, people in the room and at a distance broadcasted, and everybody can join. Yeah, whenever you want. The topics, it's about leadership, it's about artificial intelligence, it's about growth, it's about the impact of all the new technology on executive search. It's about what is executive search and why is it an interesting way of working together as a business leader with an executive search firm, to have your trusted advisor to look after your leaders in your organizations, not only in the home country, in the main country at the headquarters, for instance, but also in the subsidiaries abroad.
Brilliant. Thank you. And again, just reiterating my own appreciation for what they do, the way they handle it country within every country, and then the way they work together, the different companies as a team. I watched that firsthand, and it's extraordinary. Gabriel, I have a lot of experience with Gabriel in San Diego, and the experience he has, where in Mexico, for instance, he has Packer logistics company as a client for over 20 years. I met the executive. In fact, I think he spoke at the event. I sat next to him at dinner. He's just so happy with what has occurred over decades with the work that Gabriel has done. And that's a great example of what this network brings and brings to Global Chamber. So we're really pleased, Marleen, that you all have joined, and we look forward to working with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, though.
Does
And
anybody have any questions for Marleen? I know a few of you are in South Africa. I know I saw Bonamello earlier. So please consider connecting up and seeing if this will fit your schedule, and would love to have you attend. But let's continue the theme of special events. The Enex event coming up later this month is by a very special member of Global Chamber. And we have a very special executive director in Tanzania, Nima Maleli, who's been working with a small group of leaders, including Zazi in Estonia, who has so much of her business focused in on Africa, to put together a very special event, July 9, 10, and 11, that looks like it will be bookended by starting out with the president of Tanzania and have her attend and kick things off in a large event, along with the trade minister of Tanzania. And then toward the end of the meeting, the president of Zanzibar. So I know, Nima, it's been changing a little bit, and you've also had meetings this week, I think, with the trade minister to work out some additional details. What would you like to share with us about your plans for the July event?
Thank you so much, Doug. Actually, at the venue of the event right now, today we had a tax forum here and investment with the ministers. So you could see this is our event venue. It's called GNICC. We are going to have the president of Republic of Tanzania, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, who is driving the change for, we are in the right time because we are just launching the Vision 2050 for Tanzania. And also the Agenda 2063 for AU, that is supporting women and youth, and also the AFCFTA to accelerate trade in Africa. Today we were just having a very high level discussions about tax, and how we could help, put the right policies for the tax. And we were giving our opinions to the government about the tax. I think this is a very good timings that the government is looking into putting enough policies that will support investors to come in the country. We need technologies. We need to have partners who are ready to partner with local local industries in Tanzania, especially the SMEs, to bring their technology, but also support what is happening in the country. Agriculture is remaining the key sector for Tanzania. We're having only 17.4% of people in Tanzania who are in the middle age, and the rest is the youth. So there's a lot to think, there's a lot of opportunities that are coming, and we are happy to host an event in July where we're going to have the first day with the president in the first session, in the half day of the first event, and the other half with other ministerial ambassadors and also the Minister of Industry and Trade, with different themes that we are going to share. But the second day, we are dedicating it to have like breakout rooms, but not in the main venue, but we're going to have different discussions in different areas happening. So when we get the profiles of the people who are coming, it will be easy for us to create meetings that resonates with what people are looking for. But mainly, we want to see trade and investing in Tanzania and make Tanzania as the gateway for trade in Africa. As we are surrounded with 8 countries, we are working with East African community, but also the members of SADC. So there's a lot that is happening now, and we are welcoming everyone to come to Tanzania. Thank you so much, Doug.
Thank you. Begin to check out the flights to Dar es Salaam if you have not already. I'll be planning to attend that event probably for the entire week at least. Nima, you've been working with Zazi, I think, on this. Zazi, did you have anything to add to what Nima has mentioned? Oh, are you still there? Just unmute yourself when you have a chance, and I'll pay attention. You may not be available right now. Sorry about that. The event is going to have several components. One is certainly, as Nima mentioned, about trade and having Tanzania be a gateway for Africa, including the 8 countries nearby, and having all of our people and our members within the region attending. We also are going to be using this as an opportunity to bring all of our Africa team together in Tanzania in July, or as many as possible, as many as can attend. And we also plan to bring our global council to the event. That's the advisory board for a global chamber led by Dr. Sanjeev Kagram and co-led by Francis Tesmer. Dr. Kagram, the former leader of Thunderbird School of Global Management, originally from Uganda, and Francis Tesmer, who is from a maritime family in Germany and is an extraordinary global leader, along with the other 15 leaders of the Global Council. So we've started that conversation and are planning that. We also will be inviting our global team and global members from all over the world for that event. So the goal of Global Chamber is always to focus in on opportunities, recognize the challenges, and also recognize that we're going to get to wherever we're going faster and better when we work together and connect up with each other. And so the strategic connections that we focus in on every day are critically important for all of us to be more successful. We want it to be simpler, everything to be simpler. It's not easy out there right now. There's lots of challenges that have been put in front of us. We need to be better at working together, and that's certainly a lot of our focus. Nima, thank you so much for your leadership and also pulling this together. Are there any questions for Nima, please? Or any comments? And hearing none, I think I did hear in our last conversation last week with Rashid in Istanbul, and I see probably you're here, the turnkey business development that you were hoping also to attend. I think one of the things we learned in our meetings last week around the Uzbekistan and Turkey, that the opportunities not only there are significant, but the connectivity to Africa is very significant. And so, Rashid, thank you so much for your leadership and collaboration. And we look forward to seeing you in Tanzania.
Thank you, Doug. As you mentioned, we have also, sorry, let me fix the camera. Yes, it was upside down. As you know, I have two caps. One is I am global advisor for Global Chambers for Turkey. Also, I am founding president of Turnkey B2B, linking business partners in different countries with Turkish suppliers. So far, we have 40 plus business partners and 100 plus Turkish contractors, exporters, service suppliers. So we are helping medium-sized Turkish companies to go global. We have a strong network in Africa as well. Some of the meetings you have already attended. We are interested. We can co-host this event. I can recommend you also some other partners, such as Turkaf. They take also Turkish exporters to Africa. Or MEI program. There's this Mr. Daniel, Global Daniel from Nigeria. He has also a big network and bridging African businessmen and Turkish. He works on this commercial bridging. I'm planning to join. I recommended Nima and Zazi. If you can develop an application that does the matchmaking supported with AI. There are some conference matchmaking tools. So it matches you with the best potential partners. So you enter your interest, keywords. I'm not sure if Globi tool will be ready by then. Doug, this will be useful for a crowd more than 100. It is difficult to pinpoint who is your priority. You know, otherwise you get lost and time is wasted. And I attended so many business forums, and this is my observation. Also, I recommended to invite some keynote speakers to this event. They can talk about trendy topics like how we can use AI and cryptocurrency, blockchain technology in our business, foreign trade or international commerce. So what is new, and we can catch up. We can hear about or could be e-commerce, e-trade, e-export. We can invite, maybe some of them could be sponsored. There should be some local Amazon and they can be sponsor for the event. Also, if this event will be held in a convention center of hotel, NEMA can invite, or our business partners, directors can invite some product exporters. I can bring up to 5 from Turkey, for example, like cosmetic, textile. They can exhibit their products in a small booth or even B2B table. So we can make it in different countries. By the time we can organize it like global chambers and turnkey, Turkov. It is gonna be like joint business forum. Whoever interested in Africa, doing business with Africa, are welcome to come. This is my experience so far,
Okay.
and you have our full support, and we will be active participants, inshallah, Doug.
Beautiful. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Cesar, I think you're in the call. Let's get Nima connected to Rashid and immediately, because she does have some sponsorship opportunities, and so I'm glad you mentioned that and gave some ideas. The idea of using Globi for an event. And Cesar, actually, I'm kind of embarrassed I didn't even think of that. Obviously, we would have eventually thought of it, but I'll bet Cesar has already thought about that, but it wasn't on my top 3 list. Globi is available. So the tool is now just being kind of in the final, kind of making sure that it looks nice, and we need a graphic of designing what Globi looks like, the character, but the basic
I
engine.
can also, sorry for interruption, I can also invite a keynote speaker even before the event.
Perfect.
He talks about how to benefit. His name is Mehmet Dükkancı. He is a commercial trade trainer. So he underlines, especially before the event, during the event, after the event. So preparation is very important. For such business forums, we should predetermine whom we are going to meet and what time. So if there is a tool application like Globi, we can set up our appointments beforehand, even before coming to event. This is how the Japanese work. They don't waste any minute, you know. They know. They don't leave it to chance. For example, we have in Istanbul, Foreign Economic Relations Board, TADEF. They make Africa Business Forum, and they invite thousands of business people from Africa and thousands of Turkish businessmen, exporters, suppliers who want to enter African market. The plane ticket and accommodation is provided by Turkish Ministry of Trade. What I don't like about these forums, you get to meet, I start from the A, there is all the countries are lined up. Until I come to Ghana, for example, I start from Angola, A to G, day is finished and everybody is gone out for the Istanbul tour. And I cannot find the right partner for me, for myself, for my business. So it is kind of becomes a touristic trip. It is hard to find your business partner. So I recommend to use advantage of the technology and matchmaking applications.
Thank you. I totally agree. We're going to need to continue to move around the room. Thank you, Rashid, for all that great information. We have about 25 minutes left, and I want to make sure we get to many people here, as many as we can. Tanya Toure in Ouagadougou is here. And Tanya, I'm not sure if you can speak, but do you have any updates from your region, please? Merci beaucoup. S'il vous plaît.
Hello, Doug.
Hello. Bonjour. How's everything going? Are you in, where are you? Are you in Cote d'Ivoire or are you in Ouagadougou or where are you?
Cote d'Ivoire physically, but
I see.
spiritually in Burkina Faso.
Got it. So there have been some changes in the region over the last couple of years. And so anything that you'd like to comment on about West Africa and the opportunities there?
But Burkina Faso is doing well. Business is doing well, and we will soon have a webinar at the Global Chamber in Ouagadougou on research funding in Africa. It's all for the moment.
That sounds good. Well, thank you for being our executive director in Burkina Faso. And as we all know, there's been some challenges there, but nonetheless, there's still tremendous opportunity. So thank you for connecting in today.
You're welcome.
Let's also go. I saw Rebecca in Ethiopia. Rebecca, are you there? And do you have a moment just to update us on what's going on in Ethiopia?
Sure. Hi, Doug. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can perfectly.
Okay, thank you. Apology, I can't put my video currently, the place I am in. Just wanted to be part of this conversation and hear you guys. Yeah, currently I'm in Addis, and there are many changes in the country, including there's the government policies have been open for financial institution and for import export. I don't know if Doug, you remember, we used to have issues in dollars um so such things have been eased for business people, for traders and side things. I see it as a positive, even though as we have a bit challenge here and there. So yeah, it's a good place to have. We have the African Union headquarters is here, and many other international organization as well. So yeah, it's a good place. Versatile people to do business. Thank you, Doug.
It's great to see the progress. And when we had the meeting a month or two ago with Messeret Warner, she outlined some of that progress. And so thank you, Rebecca, for the update. I see Kasum Koulibaly is here. And Kasum, I know you've been spending some time in France quite a bit, but you're very familiar with the region, particularly the French-speaking West Africa. Are you available to speak and comment on some of the opportunities that you're involved with? Kasum, are you there? Are you available? I recognize the rare opportunity for you to jump on a call, but also how deeply connected you are in the region, in particular in Cote d'Ivoire and in Mali and in Burkina Faso and in West Africa generally. So it doesn't look like he's able to unmute. Moses Koyabe is also someone who has expertise and deep connections in Africa. And Moses, you have a more broad view across the continent. What are you seeing right now? Are there some things we should be aware of?
Yes, hi. Thanks, Doug, for the opportunity. Of course, my interest has been, I'm located in the US, but with a lot of connections back in Africa. Right now, what I'm seeing is interest in deploying technology across the board, and agriculture is one where we are now working very intensely to bring that to bear. Currently working on a project in the northeastern part of Kenya, which is Turkana, a very dry, arid area. And what we're doing is actually bringing in drones to help in the irrigation schemes they're putting up out there. something that, as you know, is geared towards the food security, which is a challenge in Africa especially. And so what I'm seeing is actually a lot of that, getting technology into agriculture at all levels.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate the update. Nihi Sanusi is here, and Nihi, among the other things that you're involved with, based out of Lagos, and being our advisory board chair there, you're putting together a legal event for Global Chamber, a Pan-Africa legal event over a couple days coming up later this year. Would you like to give us an update on that and anything else that you're seeing right now, please? Are you available to speak?
Yes, we have.
Hold on, Nihi. Hold on, Nihi. I don't see you, but I partially hear you. Maybe if you have your camera on, maybe shut it off. We're getting a little bit of a breakup there. And please try again. Nihi, are you there? Let's see. It sounds like we've lost him. Oh, I see you now, but I don't see you. We don't hear you, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Probably you'll need to log out and come back in with a little bit better Wi-Fi connection.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, now you sound good. Right before it jumped out. So hopefully that'll be better. Who else has some comments that they would like to make? We have about 15 or 20 minutes left, and there's still a lot of you who haven't spoken yet. I don't know, Patience, if you've got a moment to update us on what's going on with you and anything you'd like to share. Good to see you. Thank you for joining today. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to either ask about or mention about regarding opportunities or anything else?
Thank you, Doug. It's been long. Currently I have my first container coming in from Zimbabwe, my home country, to the US. So that's what I have done so far.
Great. Were you able to beat the tariffs?
I will find out very soon.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will find out very soon. The container is leaving Durban today and expecting it in about a month.
Okay. Hopefully all goes well. Thank you very much. Tell us a little bit about your business.
So I own a craft business and also an African cuisine business in the US. I have crafts that come from Zimbabwe, my home country, and I also make a sausage from the Southern Africa. And a dried meat product as well. So I'm currently working on the licensing and everything. I've done a few courses and a few licenses that are done, and waiting to probably to have my own kitchen so that I can distribute my products as well. So
You're based, I think, what, in like North Carolina or something like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Great. Thank you for sharing. Originally from Zimbabwe and continuing to work with the country, and first container coming in. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Titi is in the room. Titi, Layo Yusuf of Global Chamber Nigeria, and she is a force to be reckoned with. She's taking Nigeria by storm on many different fronts. Titi, thank you for joining. We've spent some time talking about some of the other things that we're working on, including the Tanzania event that's coming together. Nihi was explaining a little bit about the legal event that he's putting together later this year. You have some big plans for Nigeria, and you've got your hands in a lot of different things. What would you like to update us on?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. First of all, my camera is off because I've got what we call galvanized steel. I have malaria, so my camera's off for this session.
Oh my, I'm so sorry.
Good stuff. So after your Tanzania wonderful session summit, I'll be having a entrepreneurship and investment summit, bringing in people from all around the world to again focus on investments in Nigeria, plus investments across Africa and investments out of Africa. So there's 3 different stages. The brochure is already out. We've already got keynote speakers. Quite a few of them, a lot of you will know on the call, but when you see the brochure, it will speak for itself. So that's 1. 2 is, a lot of you may not know, I've been trying to register a health enterprise in Nigeria. I'm 95% of the way there, which is one of my biggest passions because I'm very much into equity and healthcare. And finally, I'm very excited to be looking at how we can focus on the youth, starting with a pilot project in Nigeria with a government and a university, and then looking at working with you all on the call from Africa to look at how we can have work together on a replicable model to roll out. So yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you very much for the update. Where are you today? Are you in Abuja?
Lagos. I'm going to Abuja next week.
Okay. What's your prognosis? How long does it take to recover?
Oh, for me, I've been a bit down for about a month. So that's probably my very weak immunity, but ordinarily, I think you probably agree, it shouldn't be more than a week or so, but I think I've just got different kind of blood, as I've been told. But yeah, it's not stopped me. I'm still pushing, still working, and excited to work with you all and really focus on the Africa space. So yeah, look out for my email. And I always say to everyone, however I can help you, you just need to tell me, okay? I'm a no fluff person. Just reach out and say, Titi, can you help? Can we explore? Can we discuss? And my answer will always be yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have about 10 minutes left, and so I'll continue to kind of go around the room. Nihi, are you able to talk? We can see you now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Doug. Sorry about the earlier event. I mean, it was a network issue.
That's much better.
Yeah.
So you've got the event coming up, and what else besides that, and also that, would you like to share?
Yeah, we have the event for August, the 6th and the 7th. It's a showcase lawyers, mainly from the South Africa Development Community region, SADC. We have about 6 countries showcasing Botswana, Mozambique, South Africa, and a few others. That will be coming to, the whole idea about that event is to be able to offer legal insights with respect to investment opportunities in that region. Nima has spoken about Tanzania. Tanzania happens to also be in the same region, but it will also showcase some of the countries out there and what they have to offer. And you'll have lawyers talking to those who are around, participants, for about 2 days. We'll certainly have breakout rooms so that if you have direct questions from a legal perspective, they'll be able to handle all those. Particularly also with respect to the AFCFTA and surrounding issues with tariffs and all that around the region. So So that's the whole idea of the project, of the event.
Looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Global Chamber are 525 plus chapters around the world. There's actually 69 of them in Africa, in the 54 countries. And of the 69, I think I may have gotten wrong. I think there's 67. 59 of them have either a global advisor or executive director. So we have reasonable coverage. The two challenges that we have next are full coverage, and we'd like to get that filled in for this year, and then also engagement and involvement in building of the platform and building trade within the platform. And so I'm very optimistic about the Tanzania event as a culmination of 10 years of effort by Global Chamber to pull all of this together to now move ahead the next decade with more force, more full coverage, and more helping companies, leaders in Africa be more successful. Young people and everyone have more of an export mentality. And I think that's one of the greatest opportunities in the world for trade is the African export opportunity. I see someone I don't know, but I know Eric. He may not be here. I see his name here, but I don't think he seems to be here. But Christina, you are here. I'm not sure. I don't think we've met, but I recognize the company name. Are you based in Africa, and are you open to sharing a little bit about what you're doing?
Hi, I'm Christina Bobrow. I am with XCBG International, which, as you notice, is noted is Eric Henderson, who is logged in but stepped away for a moment. I am based in the Washington, D.C. area. I recently returned from Nairobi, where I was meeting with designers and artisans looking to broaden their export opportunities in the U.S. Particularly, a particular focus of mine is women-owned businesses that are focused on sustainability and community development.
Fantastic. What is that? Where your focus is today, or is it more broad, or what?
So I'm newer in this space, and so I am looking to learn more about the Global Chamber and the connections that I can make here. Okay,
fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Really appreciate it. With the 5 minutes that we have remaining, who else would like to share? Anybody have either questions or comments, please? Please just unmute yourself and go ahead. Oh, I see. Rashid, do you have your hand raised? Sorry, I think I missed it. Please go ahead. Oh, Rashid, you need to unmute. There you go.
Yes. I missed the program. I was going to ask if there is a trip to Zanzibar, daily trip, because we want to see. We are curious about Zanzibar white beaches.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm sure there will be. Nima, you have your hand raised. Would you like to comment on that, please? Nima, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Rasid. We are going to arrange. We're going to arrange that, Rasid. No problem. We are going to arrange that for you. So we are going to put on a link for one of the tourists who is going that we trust, and for security purpose, we're going to post a link that you can go through and do your bookings through that website. So I'll share it with Jem when she's creating the event in our website for Global Chamber. She will include that. No worry. And also, I just want to...
as Global Chamber group, there is no such trip to Zanzibar, right? It's only all program is in Dar es Salaam. Maybe there will be a free day. Anyone who wants to see Zanzibar can go individually.
Yes. So we can help arrange that, but it will be individual.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But
And
usually Africa Forums has a safari, either a safari tour or you have lovely Zanzibar. I think you should add it to the program as well.
okay, I will add it. I'll discuss to see how we can incorporate that.
It is
Yeah.
called business safari.
Okay, I will do that. Just to add on that, today I'll be online, I think 2 p.m. PST. It will be 12 a.m. in Tanzania, East Africa, and also it will be 10 p.m. West Africa and 9 p.m. Accra, Ghana. I will be online with Dr. Pauline. We're going to speak about the event, but also joint casted world and the work that I've been doing with Dr. Pauline in the Rise Up Leadership Program for the youth in Tanzania. Just like what Dog was saying, we are rising youth who will have export export mindset, that we are cultivating them from young age so that we can have a country or Africa and to fulfill the African dream. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nima. Sharon from Cameroon, but covering Ghana, is on the call. Sharon, thank you for your leadership. Is there anything that you would like to share? Any opportunities coming up, please?
Nothing much for now. I think on both sides, Cameroon, personally, I'm trying to build up some entrepreneurial hub where I am looking at a lot of mentorship for young entrepreneurs here, because I do realize the mentorship gap and a certain mindset gap about how to build sustainable businesses here. So it's something that I'm currently working on as a business here. Ghana, I'm still integrated in Global Chamber, working with Ruby. We are coming up with a very interesting year calendar, hopefully to grow the chamber and then to, meet the objectives of the chamber within the market. But I'm Sharon. I am a trade development person, Africa trade development, anything Africa is me, and I'm happy to be here today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Diana Amolka, are you there? I think you have been doing, are you available to say hi and just give a brief intro? Hi, Diana. And if not, that's fine as well. I think we've reached the end of the call. And so thank you all for speaking today. We do this conversation once a month. It's focused in on understanding the challenges, but mainly finding opportunities and making the right connections. I'm very excited about the 54 countries of Africa and the opportunities that we collectively have and we together have. Our next focus within Global Chamber is to build out all the metro areas by the end of the year. So we've got the 59 out of 67 covered. And then to have these very special events headlined by Nima's work in putting together the Tanzania and the Zanzibar event that we're doing July 9th through 11th, and probably extending, for other optional things. Jim, thank you for your leadership in putting this event together. And overall, is there anything that you would like to share, either of something that I missed or some mistake maybe that I made, or anything else coming up that we should be aware of? And Diana, are you available to say hi?
Yeah, I'm available, Doug. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hi, what's going on with you? Where are you based and what are you working on?
I'm based in Ghana.
and I'm working towards bringing leaders together. I mean, professionals, seeing the learn aspect of HR as a business, those that we want to grow it. So that's what I'm seriously towards. And a couple of us together to form L&D Africa, which we are using to create a lot of awareness, and then gradually let people see the business. That's what we're doing now.
Thank you for joining, and thank you for sharing and collaborating. I really appreciate it. Jem, any final word?
Hello, Doc.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So I encourage you to join the upcoming Global Chamber Accra monthly meetup. It will be on the April 29th, 2 p.m. Accra time. So I put the link at the chat, so feel free to join when you're available, and we look forward seeing you there. And the topic will be exporting to the US, customs policies you need to know. So yeah, I think it will be great webinar, since we will be inviting Jeremy Lewis from Just Your Broker. Yeah. So see you there, guys, and thank you for attending this Afra monthly meetup.
Thank you. Cesar, are you there? Is there anything else final that you would want to say? Cesar, are you there? Might not be. Cesar Trabanco is based in Puerto Rico, where our connection center is. And one of the things that came up in the Global Chamber New York City event yesterday was it's great to get together, but at the end of the day, our goal is strategically to connect members to opportunities. And that happens a lot at the Global Chamber Connection Center in Ponce, Puerto Rico. So I encourage all of you to know Cesar and the team there. He's working with Sophie side by side to get connections for our members around the world. Thanks everybody for joining today. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Doug, can I say one quick thing?
Thank you, Doug.
Oh, yes. Who is that?
I apologize. I'll be really quickly. This is Eric Henderson. I'm here in Maryland, Washington, D.C. area. I am hosting an invite-only event at the World Bank with all of the heads of the IFC, MEGA, and the World Bank Private Sector Group on April 30th, because what the IFC is realizing is first of all, there are some subtle things. They've taken all the contact information of any IFC office globally off the website. So you can no longer reach an IFC investment officer directly. And what that means is the average company or project that's looking to get financing essentially has to know someone like me. And so I'm meeting with them after the World Bank spring meetings to discuss how the IFC can be more, the International Finance Corp, that is, can be more accessible to global chamber members so that we can get more financing for things like African manufacturing and infrastructure projects, but especially manufacturing. So, Doug, I don't know if you'll be on town on the 30th, but if you will, I'd like you to come so you can meet some of these people. But anybody that wants to attend should email Doug and he can get in touch with me. But we're trying to restructure how the IFC sees the world, because there was a focus on SMEs, and that has changed to the detriment of Africa. So I'll leave that there. I won't speechify, but I'm the former commercial attaché for the U.S. at the World Bank. So the person who succeeded me took my advice and is having that meeting so that more African SMEs and U.S. firms looking at doing business in Africa can get access to that capital.
April 30th, you mentioned.
Correct.
Okay, very good. Let's circle back on that.
All right, sounds good.
Any other last comments? And hearing none, thanks everybody. Take care. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See you next time.
Okay.
Thank you, Marleen. Appreciate it. Tanya, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. And Herman, we didn't hear from you, but it's always great that you came. And Moses, same deal. For those of you like Elijah, I'm not sure. I think I recognize your name. So let's connect another time.